Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is a T92 HMC and we're on the northwest spawn of Mountain Pass, and it's being commanded by Creamage 72. Battle is about to commence. Now I can see that Creamage has got a mark of excellence on his barrel, so he's quite an accomplished player with the T92. Oh, working his way up on top of the up to the plateau. Now they're going to use a Pershing tank hull to build these T92s, and unfortunately they didn't build that many of them because Japan was defeated by the atomic bomb before they'd actually manufactured enough of them. But he's got some targets straight away. He's not quite reloaded. He is now lining up a target. Rounds out on the AMX-30. Oh, direct hit! 1,487 hit points off the first hit. Looked like he got that one absolutely perfect because he nearly took all of his health. It almost was a one-shot kill. Okay, now unfortunately in that position he can't get a good angle on the enemy, and there is a Batchat 25 ton the other side of the bowl. He's in the bottom. He's using that rock for cover. That's a very unwise position to be in because you're going to get hit by Arty. You need to be closer to that ridge line at F4. Rounds out and he kills the Batchat 25 ton. He's learned his lesson now. Just don't go there. Stay on the other side of the bowl, you're going to get hit. So you're much better off actually getting closer to the ridgeline. If you can make it to grid square E3, that's all much better, but most tanks stay in the dip, pushing that ridgeline, popping up every now and then to see if they can spot any tank destroyers or Arty. But Creamage is trying to find a position so he can hit the tanks down in the ice road. And unfortunately it's very difficult. He's going to have to get closer. He knocked a tree down there. And another one. That should tell the enemy Arty where he is. Now I wouldn't stay there if I was you right now, because you're very likely to receive an Arty shell. There's only one enemy Arty. A Batchat 155-58, but he's got 3 rounds, 355mm rounds to fire at you the moment you are spotted. I don't think the Batchat was looking. He must have been looking at something else at the time. Right. Creamage has got a good line now on the IS-4. 2/3 of the way through the reload. It's a Badger there as well. Now, which one's he going to go for first? Well, seems to me the IS-4 is using that rock for cover, pulling back to side scrape. That would make the better target. Yes, he agrees. And that's a good strike. 578 hit points. Okay, on the other side of the valley he's got a couple of enemy tanks that are hiding just around that corner, but he can't get an angle on at the moment. He'll have to move closer to the rock over the other side to be able to shoot at them. But it is worth doing because there's an IS-7 there. In fact, there's 2 IS-7s on the other side. Now, Mouse in the bridge road. And he's receiving fire. And that was a heat round just went in there. Doesn't look as if it penetrated though. But this will probably penetrate him. Yes, it did! 617 hit points. That was an HE round. You don't need heat, you just need the proper application of enough high explosive. That'll do the job. Now he's changing position, moving the other side. Okay, T100 LT has moved up. Now it's a very unwise decision because I know he's trying to troll that Mouse by getting alongside him and then hitting him, but he could end up in a lot of trouble there. Right, going for the Badger. Yep, we've lost the T100. The Badger, the Mouse got him. 377 hit points. That was a good strike on the Badger. And he's still stunned, which means the mouse can get at him. Unfortunately, we lost the mouse. Type 5 Heavy, the other side of the bowl. Poking his head out every now and then to shoot and then pulling it back in again. Okay, can't hit the object 140, he's underneath the bridge. That mouse and the FB4005, the ship barn, are coming around to try and deal with that E4, but the mouse has gone down, but the ship barn hits him, but he hits the ship barn for 1,355 hit points there. It's very lightly armoured, that big structure on top, and he managed to strike it where he'd do the most damage. But unfortunately, the enemy are now pushing the western pass. In fact, there's nobody now between them and the cap, except that Wizzy 111, and he's going onto the bridge road. So I think that Cremage is now in a very indefensible position, considering there are 3 heavies coming towards him on the western road. And he's not going to see them until the last second, especially if he keeps backing away. The ideal thing would be to turn around and drive down the ice road. But he's backing away as he goes, just in case they come around the corner, so he can put a shell into them. But he'll only get one shot, and they'll be on him like a pack of wolves after that. I'm pretty certain they're going to be on him any second now. Here they come. He didn't even get a chance to fire. The IS-7 knew what was going to be there, and he took that shot straight away. He could see Cremage, and he's out the game. And there are now 1 in the cap. Oh, there now is 1 in the cap, I should say. And it's not the T110E5. The T110E5 is there. And he's gone back into the cap, so it must be the other tank, the Wizzy. Only 1 remaining, the Object 140, and he won't last long. And he's gone. So sadly, that was a defeat. He did get some beautiful hits in there during that battle, though. Some real stonking, huge hits on the enemy. And he got a 3rd class tanker, so that's pretty good. And he got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 7. And he got a Gore's medal, so he did get an epic medal, or a battle medal I should say, and that will bump up his scores. He did more damage than exceeded 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle, and some of those actually tanks that he did hit them for a huge amount. Look at that, the FV4005, he hit him for 1,355 hit points with 1 strike. He took the AMX-30B for 1,487 hit points with 1 strike. So he hit them exactly in the right position to do a huge amount of damage. And of course, he wiped out the Bachatilion 25 ton with just 1 hit, 717 hit points, and he was gone. So if we look at the team scores, well, he came top on damage, 5,131 hit points of damage, but he didn't get the highest score. Unfortunately, that went to the ship barn that he killed, or rather that he badly damaged. I think somebody else killed him. And when it came to kills, well, he came joint 2nd with only 1 kill. And when it came to base XP, he was a little way down the table in 6th place with 387. Now, he fired only 7 rounds, got but 6 direct hits, 6 penetrations, did damage of 5,131 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit, 1 penetration from the IS-7, and he hit 6 of the enemy and killed 1 of them, and also did stun assistance of 91 hit points off 5 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 57,491 credits, but because he won the Gore's medal, he actually gets the Battle Achievements Award, which bumps his score up to equalise with that of the winning team, and so he gets an extra 7,200 credits there. bringing his total to 64,691, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he still had 17,076 credits profit. He received 581 experience points, and he gets the Battle Achievements Award there as well for 357, and because he was playing in the platoon, he picked up 141 experience points there, so he took away 1,079 in total. So yes, it was a bit heartbreaking that you lost it, considering you actually did do 5k's worth of damage during that battle. The IS-7 managed, what was it? It wasn't the IS-7, no, it was the Shipbarn who managed to get the highest amount, but he didn't pick up the high caliber, which is rather strange. So maybe the reason was that that wasn't 20% of the enemy hit points, and that's why no high caliber was awarded. But nice try there. You certainly did as much damage as you could, given the circumstances, and 5,000 damage is certainly a very good total indeed. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.